Morning everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. Regarding my Freelander 2 service, as you already know, I had a little bit of bother. And if you don't know, I'll tell you in brief. I decided on Saturday to go and get my oil filter, air filter and oil to do my Land Rover service. I thought, it won't take me all that long. Bad mistake thinking that, wasn't it? So, right, moves the underneath tray. I think it was half a dozen bolts. But the trouble is, whoever done the service last time, I know it was, had done them up so bloody tight. I thought, yeah, it's a bit heavy-handed, that is. So I hit them with a hammer to try and break them being seized, which always works 9 times out of 10, and then cracked them off. And then what I'd done, I put some copper slip on the nuts just so they wouldn't seize up again. That's an old tip from an old hand. So put some copper slip on your nuts. It sounds rude, doesn't it, eh? It makes them work better. Probably will do as well. Oh dear. I'll have to make a video of that, will I? Hey? Yeah, good that will be. Right, so anyway, getting on with seriousness, right? I'd done that, dropped the oil. I think that was a 21mm nut on the oil sump plug. And then for removing the oil filter plastic surround, it was a 27mm. I had all Sykes Picard's sockets, and if you have never heard about a Sykes Picard socket, they're bloody good because they don't bite on the edge or the nut, they bite on the flat. They're designed like that. So the reason why my dad bought them for me, and the reason why they're designed like that is because to stop the rounding of the nuts off. And once you got a rounded nut, you're stuffed, ain't you? So they were designed to counter rounding your nuts off. But we'll leave the nuts alone. But to be honest with you, I had to grind one of the sockets, the 27mm socket down. It was probably about that long to probably about that long. The reason why I've done that is because where it's positioned in front of the fan, in front of the radiator or behind the radiator, you've got no wriggle room. So it was a case of this is the only way I could get a ratchet on there to get it in position and try and, oh gee whiz, I mean, no, blood blisters, scratched my arm, bruise all up there, and my back, God knows that must be black and blue, because it was aching like anything yesterday. That was 2 days after the event. So I'd done it Saturday, and I was hurting Sunday, and I hurt Monday, and today it's stopped hurting, thankfully. But going back to the nitty gritty of it all, it's a right pain in the arse. And what I thought about doing is, I don't know, trying to make something up so it'll make life a lot easier. Ideally, we need something which is 27mm in diameter. Like, the easiest way is like a ratchet spanner. So you know the ones I mean, don't you? So it's got a little swivel head. So you can put it on, and with it being a long arm, you can twist it. But on a video I watched the other day, it makes it look so easy, taking the oil filter off. It is totally misleading. So anyone that's done a Freelander 2 service knows the problem. It is a bitch, to say the least. And I'm going to try and design a tool specifically, or try and make a tool so it'll make our lives easier to do this. But knowing David, being Bob the goldfish, I'll probably end up forgetting it by the time I get home. But we'll see. I'll do a bit of some research later. I'll make a note of it. So that'll be on the agenda today, or one of the videos I'll make. So, And I'll tell you now, I won't be buying Chinese crap because I don't like the Chinese. And I don't trust them. And the trouble is with Chinese crap, it is absolutely useless. But then again, like the rest of the Chinese crap you have to get. But the way I see is this. If you have the right tools for the job, my time would have been spent easy, and respect of doing it would probably have taken me half hour to get off instead of 3 to 4 hours. So there we go. I think that'll be an interesting video to try and adapt something. But obviously we need a 27mm ratchet spanner to be able to do that. And I'm just thinking out loud what I'm going to do. I've got an idea what I'm going to do, but we'll see. And if it can be done, and there's a cheap way of doing it, I'll share it with you. But it's got to be an easier way to do a Freelander oil change than what the experience I had. But bloody hell, I tell you, I've done a Jag once, and obviously like Land Rovers, Jaguars, all owned by the frigging Chinese now. Oh, it's unbelievable. And the reason why I'm pissed off with that is because Land Rover was British. And then what happened? I think it was bought out by the Germans, wasn't it? And the Mini and that. And now they're owned by the frigging bloody Chinese. What is wrong with bleeding this country? We're being sold off left, right and centre, aren't we? I just think it's absolutely bloody balmy. And now what we're doing about British Steel. I know it was about Land Rovers, but I've just got to add this bit in, sorry. And you think to yourself, they're off the tiny little brains. They've got nothing up there at all to think about. This is what government are like, and this is the truth. They sell off British Steel, right, for short-term profits instead of long-term gains. And like everything, look what's happening now. We're just on the brink of World War III, and we've got no steel making facility in-house. It's all owned by fucking, excuse my language, flipping foreign entities. We can't trust governments to do a job. They're screwing the country up. And this bloody Starmer, gee whiz, and the rest of the freaking clowns, load of bloody moron muppets. Don't get me started on the bleeding Starmers and Labour. I'm going to have a rant. I'm going to make a video on that this morning, so you have to watch that. So yeah, my morning Land Rover turned out to be a rent. Anyway, leave a comment, let me know what you think, because I dare say there's going to be a few. Please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.